What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. The parenting battle royale between Amber Portwood and Andrew Glennon from Teen Mom OG continues to rage on. And this time, actually, Amber is requesting that Andrew be held in contempt of court, which, mind you, is punishable with jail time. So she's claiming that Andrew has been keeping her away from their son, James. Although Amber pleaded guilty to 2 felonies, which were domestic battery and intimidation, she still was granted some parenting time with her son. They share joint legal custody, and she's entitled to 3 unsupervised visits with James per week. Radar Online broke the news that Amber filed an information and verified motion for rule to show cause just 2 days ago, where she claimed that Andrew had, and I quote, denied mother all parenting time since October 22nd of 2019. She says that after being denied parenting time, the next day, her lawyers contacted Andrew's lawyers requesting for confirmation of when she would be able to see her son, and they never got back to her. She claims that she made a 3rd attempt just 2 days after that on October 25th, and again, she was given no response. Just before Amber filed requesting Andrew be held in contempt of court, Andrew filed his very own request to strike panel just this past Tuesday, and it was under the pretense that the 2 of them were not able to choose a parenting coordinator by October 16th, 2019, which might help him in his case against Amber here, being held in contempt. He's like, okay, we haven't picked a coordinator, so it's really difficult to coordinate anything without this coordinator. Like, we can't just go through our lawyers for this. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And on top of that, another reason that Amber wants Andrew to be held in contempt of court is because she is accusing him of continuing to leak information to a YouTuber. I forget the name. I feel so bad. I'm so out of touch. But the YouTuber who released the audios of her allegedly abusing himself and their baby, he has since gone to her, and I think this is when he released the victim impact statement. And so Amber's pointing to their agreement. She's saying, okay, one of the main agreements in all of this was that we were not allowed to negatively speak about each other to our child or on the internet as well. And so why are you out here giving all this information to people like on the internet to read out loud? The document read, and I quote, upon information and belief, father recorded mother without mother's consent or knowledge and released or allowed family members to release video footage of mother to be broadcast on YouTube. On or about October 31st, 2019, father recorded statement and released this statement to be publicly broadcast on YouTube, in which father made negative statements about mother. Father's actions in releasing or allowing the release of videos and statements to be publicly broadcast online is violation. Mother respectfully requests that this court issue rule to allow cause and order father to appear to answer as to why father shall not be held in contempt for his failure to abide by the terms of this court's orders. Like I said earlier in the video, contempt of court can, even in a civil case like this, can be punishable with like jail time, but I think there's like a 0.0001% chance that might happen to Andrew. Like, there's no way in hell that that's going to happen, despite it being, you know, Amber's greatest wish at this very moment. Because if Andrew were to be thrown in jail, you know, as a victim of domestic violence, you know, to someone who just pled guilty to 2 felonies, right, domestic battery and intimidation, it would just not be a good look for the court. It would not be in the best interest of the child, and it wouldn't, like, it wouldn't make sense. The punishment doesn't fit the quote unquote crime. I think the most that would happen is that a judge would warn Andrew or just tell him, stop releasing information. Like, you know, there is an agreement here where you're not supposed to talk publicly or to your son, so just stop doing that. Just try to lay low, heal from this, and move on. Like, I think that that's the most likely scenario here. I think that Amber is just trying to really like dig in with that and mess up Andrew's life, because she feels like she's being victimized in all of this, despite the fact that she is a, you know, habitually violent domestic abuser. So anyway, in all of this, Amber is also requesting to have the parenting time that she's missed out with on her son due to Andrew and hers failure to be able to coordinate for that over the past week and a half. And she's also requesting that Andrew pay her attorney fees. But before a judge could warn Andrew to even like stop releasing information to the press, he would have to be proven guilty of contempt of court beyond a reasonable doubt. So that's a whole other mountain molehill that they have to climb anyway. You guys, what a mess this whole thing has turned out to be. It's really disappointing to see the games that these two want to play with each other. I do believe that it's time for Andrew to just stop talking and focus on his child, just because of the order that's in place here. It's, you know, what's required of him, and because Amber's going to use every little misstep that she can to try and dig into him, and she has the financial power over him to do that. So it is ultimately in his best interest, even though, you know, I do totally sympathize with him as a victim of domestic violence in this overall situation. But anyway, I'm more excited to hear what you have to say about everything, so please make sure to leave all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.